So workforce is a number of things. One, it's hard to get people. And coming from my higher ed, or K-12 really, there's 3 R's. In workforce, there's 3 R's: retention, recruitment, and reason. And you really need to have all 3 of those in order to be successful. And today, it is very difficult to recruit. We're now competing in a global market for technology talent. We're in a rural area of Maine, and there are people who live in that area who can now telecommute to Boston and New York City and pull down a Boston and New York City salary. We're not going to get them for money alone. So we need to come up with mechanisms to grow our own, have a pipeline with the university systems to bring folks in, strengthen internship programs, and look at a number of other strategies to bring people in and to grow them internally. It's the recruitment. The retention piece, very similar. How do we grow it? How do we make sure that if you come and you work for IT, that you like it, that you want to stay, that you become, and then all of that flows into reason. Without a reason, you're not going to stay. And the reasons are multifold. You want to be proud of what you do. You want to know that what you do makes a difference to the people. You know, if we stop and say, if I ask you, when you're 70 and retired, and you look back on your career, what do you want to be able to say about it? Some people want to say, I built a heck of a bank account. Some people want to say, I invented some great stuff. Others, and I think this is where folks in state government come in, is we want to look back and say we made a difference to people. We want to know that we helped the citizens of Maine. We want to know that we helped our staff grow and flourish in their career. And there's a lot of people who are driven by that. Millennials are very civic minded, and they are driven by making a difference. So we got to give them that opportunity. If I write code and I say to you, my job is I take data from here to here, and that's what I do, that doesn't fulfill that need in the heart. But if I say, I take data and I compare that data with this data, and what we do with that is we pinpoint areas where the opioid epidemics are at the worst, or we discover mechanisms that are highly successful in preventing opioid addiction, now that makes a difference. And suddenly it changes the game of what I do and how the people I'm serving, right? If I'm just working with an agency, it still changes the game. When I go home, I say, I helped Health and Human Services help people. And that's what I did. I can tell my kids, I can tell my grandkids, and I feel great about it.